Hey YouTubers, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Excuse the beautiful hairdo today, but it's been a long day at work today, so, you know, it is what it is. So, what am I drinking here? Let me get back to you on that one. So, first of all, thank you to all my subscribers. As always, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. So what am I going to do real quickly? I'm going to bounce over to some footage real quickly about bottling, kegging, etc. And then I will be right back with you guys. Okay, what I'm doing right now is the beer that I'd put the ounce of Centennial, ounce of Cascade in for dry hopping. I went ahead and decided to keg this one today. So I don't know how well you can see in there, but it's about a third to a half the way full right now. So this one I'm kegging, and the one I did with whole hops, that's still sitting over there in my tub. I'm going to go ahead and bottle that one in a couple days. So I just got done sanitizing all of this stuff with iodine 4 that's in there, and decided to go ahead and get this going just so I can get it in my wine fridge and get it chilled down and force carved. Alright, I didn't want to leave this open, but I filled this sucker up to the rim. This keg is almost to where the lid is. So fortunately I left some beer in here, but you can see there's a lot of hop particles and all that kind of stuff in there, so I'm sure that part would have been real cloudy, but there's just no way I could put any more in this keg. It's filled to the rim, so I went ahead and sealed it up. I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything's nice and tight, and then I'm going to go ahead and start chilling it. Alright, I'm just sanitizing my bottling buckets, and I'm just doing up a solution for batch priming. So this is just a little bit over a half a cup of corn sugar with 2 cups of water. I'm gonna go ahead and boil it to sanitize it, and then let it cool down for a little bit. Just have my sugar solution, a little bit of ice bath, just to get it cooled down a little bit. Not worried about getting it all the way down to 60 degrees, but I would like to get it down to at least 90 or 100. My beer is probably at about 66 right now, so I'm not too worried about it. The temperature going up just a hair. So I'm just gonna let this cool down for a little bit. I've got everything sterilizing, and then I'm gonna start draining into my bottling bucket, racking into it. Alright, so I'm siphoning out of this. This is one, like I said, that had the whole hops in it. You can see here I've already got the priming solution in here, and I'm just putting the beer in here now. Once this is full, I've already got all those bottles sanitized. I got caps in there sanitizing, and then I have some more bottles I'm going to do after these are done. So when this is full, then we will get to the bottling process. Here's even a clearer view of what this looks like, dry hopping with whole hops after 7 days. Leaves a nice good gunky mess down there. And then you can see this is getting pretty full, so it looks like we're going to have a good, I don't know, 5.5 or so gallons to bottle. Alright, so you can see I've pretty much drained the bottling bucket. Just left a little sediment behind. Go in there. Then we can look at so what did we end up with? We ended up with 11 12-ounce bottles. I planned on doing a 12-pack, but I busted one of them when I was capping it. I also pulled off a little sample for myself. So 11 12 ounces. We got 12 bombers that we did. We got 10 1-liter bottles. And then 2 more of these smaller ones. And quite honestly, I'm not exactly sure what size those are. So I'm assuming those are probably like half-liter bottles. So I will. I didn't look at the exact measuring what I had in my bucket, so I will calculate all this up and figure out how much I actually ended up bottling because I think I had over 5 gallons when I started. So I'll throw that up on this picture when I figure it out.
Okay, so there you have that footage. So what am I drinking? I'm drinking my blonde ale that I did up. It's been in the keg about 5 days. It was pretty cloudy at first, but this is probably my fifth or sixth pint or more off that, so it's starting to clear up. And it'll definitely continue to clear up. This beer clears up really nicely. So it's a real good, easy drinking beer. It's got a nice hop aroma to it from the dry hopping. And then the other thing you saw I did that I just threw up the numbers on, it's probably about 5.7 gallons, but not all my bombers are the same size, so it's somewhere between 5.5 and 5 3/4 that I bottled. So I kegged it on Friday and I bottled on Sunday. So it's been sitting in the bottles just for 3 days. So I think what I'm going to do, I owe a few people some beers. So I'm going to let those sit probably for at least 2 weeks. Then I'm going to crack one open, see how it's going. And assuming it's carbonated well, and assuming it tastes pretty good, because I've never dry hopped with whole hops before, but the sample tastes pretty good. So assuming they bottle condition well and everything works out there, then I'm going to go ahead and send out a few to a few people that I owe bottles to. Um, so other than that, that's a cool thing about 2 and 10 gallons. I ended up probably with more like 11 gallons just the way I brewed it. So I maxed out that keg. I mean, literally that far from the top. I probably put too much in it, but whatever. Because when I started putting CO2 in it, you could hear it bubble, which it usually doesn't do. But I think it was just touching the air tube. So other than that, I don't have a whole lot. The only other thing I want to show you guys is, and I believe Sammy brought this up too. Thrifty brewer. I've been using this for a while, and he brought this up, and then I realized I've never showed you guys that I did this either, but this is not perfection. I'm not an artist by any means, so this is the label that I'm doing for this blonde ale I'm going to put on bottles. So I don't know if I'm going to use these labels. It was just a test. These labels don't stick super well to glass, so I may or may not use them. I may buy some different ones. But I literally whipped this up in just a couple of minutes using Avery.com. So if you guys ever wonder how to do it, it's real easy. Just go to Avery.com, and they've got a little online thing where you can even create an account so it can save your labels. So anywhere you are, you can pull them up. Or I usually just save them in my computer. And then you go in and if you already have Avery labels, then you can just go and pick the labels you want to use, and then you can turn around and design it or use one of their templates. And at that point, when you save it and print it, it will actually save it into a PDF for you, which you can save to your computer. So you can just hold on to those labels and print them anytime you want. So other than that, I don't have a whole lot going on. I don't think I'm going to do a Homebrew Wednesday video next week. It'll be the first time I've missed one. I don't know if it'll be the first time ever or just maybe the second time I've ever missed one. Or I may end up doing it late. I'm not sure. We are going to be going away for Thanksgiving. And I think we're leaving on that Wednesday and we're coming back on Friday. So I may take a little bit of footage of the trip because we are going to go to a brewery. And if I get around to it, I'll post it on Friday. Otherwise, I'll just include it in my next Homebrew Wednesday video. So, other than that, just wanted to say cheers to you guys. You guys have a good rest of the week, and I will talk to you guys later.